Hey guys, it's Mr. McDowell. In today's art lesson, we're going to learn about Surrealism. Surrealism is an art movement in which you're trying to capture something in a drawing or a painting that has to do with our unconscious mind. So to break that down, let's just use dreams as an example. Okay, dreams happen in your mind and they're based on reality, but they're not necessarily real. For example, you might dream about sharks that are swimming, but they're swimming in the sky, in the clouds, right? Or maybe you're dreaming about your house, but it's floating in the air and it's dripping rainbow drops from the bottom of it. Okay, so for example, if you look at this right here, Rene Magritte painted this, and it is an apple that is so big it fills an entire room. It's trying to bust out of that room, okay? Or one of the greatest personalities in Surrealism is Salvador Dali. Oh, ow! He's got a really sharp mustache. Anywho, Salvador Dali painted some really cool stuff, and one of them is called The Persistence of Memory. And in this painting, you can see that the clocks are melting, that there's some really wacky stuff in here. And this is what I want you guys to focus on in this next art project, okay? So I'm gonna take a moment. We're gonna switch the video over to myself creating my surrealist artwork. And if you wanna follow along, you can and do exactly what I did, or you can come up with your own idea. That would be totally cool as well. So let's go to that right now. Thanks. Okay, so let's have some fun now. So what we want to do is we want to create a work of art that uses real images in a surreal manner. So in like a dream-like manner where things don't quite make sense and you really have to look into it to find meaning as far as the viewer is concerned. So you can either follow along with me step by step, or you can go off and do your own thing. You can change things if you want. You can follow along with me but color it differently or add some more elements to it. That's totally fine. But what I have is my pencil here with an eraser. I'm gonna put my hand down and I am going to trace it. I'm going to spread my fingers out as wide as they can go. And I'm going to trace it from the wrist. And I'm going to trace all around my fingers. Okay. And then I'm going to stop there. So my idea with this drawing is my hand is going to be the branches of a tree and my wrist is going to be the tree trunk. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some windy, twisty tree roots, and they go off the paper a little bit, and you can just make these like little snakes that just go off in different directions, and put one in the background there, and you can put one over here so it looks like there's another one kind of far in the background. And then I'm going to draw my horizon line, and remember that separates the sky from the ground, and it's where your line of sight is. So here is the edge of the ground, and here is the edge of the ground over here, okay? Now, inside of my hand, I want to make something weird. You could draw an eyeball maybe there. That would look kind of cool. Maybe a spiral so it looks like you're zoning in. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an oval shape, and then I'm going to make a big bowl. Okay, so I'm drawing the oval shape, then I'm going to draw the outline of the bowl. Now this is going to be a fish tank. Inside of the bowl, I'm going to draw the same oval shape, like this. And that's going to be the water, okay? Then inside of there, I'm going to draw a fish. So I've got a little football shape. I'm going to put an eyeball with a dot. I'm going to give him some lips. And then I'm going to work on those fins. And a fin that comes off the top. And then I'm going to put some fins coming off the edge, okay? And I'll give it some scales. And I might draw a bubble or two, okay? So there you go. So you've got this tree that's made out of your hand. You've got a fish tank in the center of your hand. So it's kind of cool. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is up top here, I'm gonna draw just some bushy kind of tree leaf shapes. I'm not putting a lot of detail in this. I'm just kind of making it look like, you know, different parts of the top of a tree. All right, and I'm gonna do one over here. Okay, I'm gonna take my black marker. All right, just black marker, no big deal. Oh wait, I want to do one more thing. I want to put some fingernails, okay, in the fingers. So here we go. Watch this. It's an upside down letter U, okay, and then a straight line. An upside down letter U, straight line. Upside down letter U, upside down letter U. Then in each one of these, I'm going to draw a half of a circle, just like that. Now, that's the little moon shape in each of your fingers, see? See that? Okay. Then if you look at the thumb right here, it's tilted a little bit towards me, so I'm going to start a line right here, and then I'm going to curve it up like that, and I'm going to draw my half circle in there. Okay, so there's my fingernails. Now, I'm going to take these markers and I'm going to outline everything in a color. Okay, so we'll start off with brown. All right, I'm going to outline my hand with this brown shape. And go right into the roots. And, you know, don't worry too much about everything being perfect. Okay? It's not a big deal if you don't go exactly on the line that you made before, okay? So there you go. So there is the roots of the tree. Okay. Done. Now I'm going to go in and do my fingernails like this. And again, don't worry too much about being perfect. Okay, very nice. Now I'm going to take this green marker here and I'm going to go and do the outside of the leaves. Okay. And I'm just being real loose with it, following my lines a little bit. Okay. Oh, we got one down here. Alright, now, this is a goldfish, so I've got an orange. I'm going to go into my goldfish, and I'm going to outline the goldfish, outline the scales that I made, maybe outline the eyeball, outline the little fins that come off of there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take a blue marker And I'm going to outline the water that's in the bowl. And I'm going to outline the bottom of the bowl. And for the top part, well, that's a good question. I think I'm going to use black. I'm going to use black to do the lid of the bowl. But you can use whatever you want. This is your little drawing. It's up to you what you want to use. And I'm going to make another little circle so that there's an actual rim to the bowl. All right, so now, once we've got all that done, oh, I'm also going to outline the horizon line where the ground meets the sky. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put these markers away. And I'm going to get out my trusty bag of crayons. And I'm going to color this in. And for this part, I'm going to put it on a time lapse so that you guys don't have to sit here and watch me color for the next 20 minutes. So stick with me, here we go. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed making a wonderful, fantastic, surreal image. And we just used crayons and markers, that's all it was today. So you got your hand that turns into a tree with tree roots and branches. And then you've got your goldfish and in your fish bowl right in the center, okay? So you can do this with anything. You can add two things together to make it really interesting, okay? Like I said before, maybe it's sharks, but instead of swimming in the ocean, they're swimming in the sky with clouds and a sunset or something like that. Just have fun, get wacky with it, you know? And thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to sign your artwork somewhere. I'm gonna put mine over here. And we will see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.